I like football.
Right.
So I'll watch anything. And if it's mildly entertaining, I'll sit and watch the whole thing or close to it. But believe it or not, and I hate commercials. I am the #1 commercial hater on the planet.
Right.
I hate commercials on television. I don't watch much television because of commercials. But I watched the Super Bowl because I didn't like either team. And I said, you know what, I'm going to look at these commercials and see if they have anything innovative, anything awe-inspiring. And sure enough, I never do that either. Sure enough, they let me down. There was nothing out of the ordinary that I didn't see.
Well,
there was nothing so cool that I had to say, hey, you know what, I can't wait to talk about that.
I'm gonna backtrack on the game, and what I was saying about the game was actually you had two historical teams with championships and Super Bowls, which made it kind of exciting. And once again, if a Super Bowl game goes towards the end of the game with 50 seconds left, and one team can still win by making a touchdown, that's an exciting game. So overall, I thought it was a pretty good game. The Steelers made three turnovers, and the Packers scored 21 points on those turnovers. And you just can't expect to win on when you giving the ball away 3 times. But back to the commercial, there was a couple good commercials. I did like that GoDaddy commercial with Joan Rivers.
I mean, it was okay. It wasn't.
But it caught you by surprise.
You had Betty White in there getting tackled. That was a little more funny than the Joan Rivers.
Right, but it caught you by surprise, which was pretty nice. And then I got so caught up in the commercial, I don't know what the product was. It had the Fonz and Happy Days and Urkel. What was that? What was the product they were selling?
I don't think that was anything. I think that was more like an NFL thing.
It was like a Super Bowl commercial.
Right. We're from the NFL. This is a Super Bowl. Blah, blah.
Yeah, I thought that was probably one of the best.
That one I like. I kind of like that. But like I said, it was nothing to knock my socks off. And the game sure wasn't going to do it because, like I said, I really didn't care for either team. As far as the playing went on, here's my whole point, though, and I made this a couple weeks ago, that playing in that frostbitten weather really makes a difference because I believe for some reason or another the Steelers had one up on the Jets because the weather was so cold, and they just played a little better. But they came off almost the same type of play, and that's why Green Bay beat them. It wasn't anything super. They've made a lot of mistakes. Matter of fact, in warm weather, they made more mistakes than they did in cold weather. So I believe in warm weather conditions, the game takes a totally different turn, and it's counterproductive as far as having a good game. I just think it's too much.
I don't know about that, but like I said before, the Steelers made 3 turnovers, and then also I was like thinking, why did they even make that field goal attempt in the third quarter from 52 yards? That guy was way off. They should have probably punted it and played field control, and they probably could have got another touchdown. But once again, when you throw 2 interceptions and you fumble the ball, and the other team scores 21 points, don't expect to win. But the Steelers almost won to their credit.
Green Bay had at least two of their main defenders were out hurt, and Pittsburgh still didn't do anything. Now, the Jets would have been, if they didn't get the main players hurt, would have been much better defense against the Steelers.
You love those Jets.
It's weather-related. It's all weather-related, and I believe it's a detriment to the game. All right.
Well, anyway, yeah, I was falling asleep as soon as you mentioned the Jets. Jets had their opportunities.